day before we were supposed to do the Black History Month assembly, during period 9, which is the last period of the day, Miss Pollack came up to Ashley Sawyer, and I came along too, and she told us what we were supposed to do for the Black History Month assembly, and it really left us no time to prepare, and it didn't really seem like an adequate representation of Black history. And she went through some of the the program and stuff like that, and we were supposed to air a video, which on the front cover it said ages.
They came as captives, sold into involuntary servitude by European slave traders.
By 1890, the promise of freedom won during the Civil War had sown.
Like, no doubt, that's history too. But you can't wait till February 28th, the last day of February, to say that this is your Black history and that's it.
You know, teachers weren't going to let that fly. Teachers were supporting me. They're supporting the documentary. They knew it had to be seen by the entire student body, not just in, classrooms or, in personal time.
Woman, older head hand cry, 'cause her son had been shot down in the street and died. Woman, older head hand cry, 'cause her son had been shot down in the street and died.
And I think that the student body really would have connected to that, because hip-hop's a big, everyone likes it in the school. Katie Lanigan and Ryan Michelle did a really good documentary called Men Still on the March.
Many people, when the Million Man March is mentioned, associate the Million Man March with the Minister Louis Farrakhan.
It would have connected them to their teachers, and then they would have said, "Oh, Mr. Dennis, you marched, you were in the march, why did you do it?" And then it would have provided for more classroom talk, and it really would have sparked a debate on Black history, and really would have sparked a good conversation.
So I think this documentary and all the controversy around it kind of sparked, all the protests that were to follow it. It was the spark plug for action.
It was a couple of days after they had made the decision to reject Chris Thorne's video, which was a Monday, the day before the actual Black History Month program that was supposed to take place. The first one to say anything was Miss Pollack, and she pretty much, to put it in a nutshell, pretty much said, well, I'm confused by all this, rejection of Chris Thorne's video. I never rejected it. It will be shown in classrooms. And, we were all completely confused by her comment because she rejected Chris Thorne's video. First of all, I'm going to start because it's usually a school-wide auditorium. We go to the auditorium, we sit and watch, and MLK is in charge of it, and we put it together. This year, when we started putting in ideas in January, right after the MLK show was done, we started submitting plans to the principal and to the administration, and she tells us that, oh, we've had it planned since September. So, we actually approached her and asked her, well, what is it that you mean when you say that it's going to be shown in classrooms? She said, well, if the teacher has an option of showing the documentary in the classroom, if the documentary ties into the curriculum that the teacher is, applying in the classroom.
We will now begin with our personal perspective. Each and every person in our school community has an...
There was a young girl by the name of Carissa who read a monologue.
It's about my father leaving, not on divorce, just leaving my house. And she asked me to perform it because she thought that it showed the struggles in Black homes and how homes are fatherless.
Now, being a Black person coming from a single family home, I was pissed off. Like, I was upset that that the administration would okay, just incorporating Black families breaking apart as my Black history.
And I think that under different circumstances, the student would have done a very good job, and the student body really would have embraced.
I know a lot of students were either asleep or pissed off or went to sleep because they were pissed off about what they call Black History Month program. Like, that just wasn't it.
Here in the studio, we have junior Carissa Mercius as she shares her personal perspective and experience with us.
Hi, my name is Carissa Mercius, and I'm going to be reading you a monologue from my personal experience.
I think that after 4 years, I think that it was, we thought that it was just, we just thought we had enough. So we started planning on, what we were, the steps further that we were going to take to, resolve the issue. And we decided that the next day, which was a Monday, we were going to the Board of Education meeting and pretty much state what our position was and what we wanted, which was Mrs. Renee Pollack to resign.